Well, hello, my peeps. We're starting down our journey of the final exam. Remember, my final has over 100%. That's just because I feel like it's a harder test because it's longer. The problems aren't harder, but they're longer. It's longer. So it's your chance of kind of making up a little bit. But anyways, here's 4 problems. Freeze the video and do these 4 and then turn it back on. Okay, the quadratic formula. The key is, do you know the quadratic formula? So it's negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Ooh, so it's plug and chug. A is the, the number times x. Sorry about that. Number in front of x squared. B is your number in front of x. C is your constant. So it would be negative 7 plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. 4 times 2 times 2 is 16. All over 2a. So it's negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 33 over 4. And we can leave it in that form. This one, you've got to get everything on one side. So I'm going to subtract 2. Now, there's no rule saying you must write A, B, and C down. And I'm not going to this time. So it's the opposite of B. Plus or minus the square root of b squared minus, but c is also negative, so it becomes a plus, 4 times a times c, which is 8, all over 2a. A is 1, so it'd be 2. So it's negative 5 plus or minus square root of 33 over 2. Now, completing the square, if you haven't done it in a while, you've probably forgotten it. But it's a process. We have to have a 1x squared, so I divide everything by 3. And I'm going to do 2 steps here because I don't have a lot of room. 30 divided by 3 is 10. Now I'm going to get the constant on the other side, so I subtract 10. Now we add both sides the magic number. To find the magic number, it's half of b squared. Half of the number times x squared. So half of 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. Add it to both sides. That's the first mistake people make. So it's x plus 1 squared equals negative 9. Now I'm going to square root both sides. So it'd be x plus 1 equals plus or minus 3i. Subtract 1, x equals negative 1 plus or minus 3i. Ooh, complex numbers. Imaginary numbers. So here, divide everything by 4. Now, 4 divided by 4 is 1. I'm going to add 1 to both sides. So half of 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. Add 1 to both sides. Factor x plus 1 squared equals 2. Square root x plus 1 equals plus or minus square root of 2. Subtract 1, x equals negative 1 plus or minus square root of 2. Hey, this is fun. I have 2 more problems. And this is pretty much the first page except for per, which will be in the second video. But solve these, freeze the video, solve them, and then turn me back on. Okay, so the undefined is what causes the denominator to be 0, if you remember. So 0 would cause this to be 0, and negative 1 plus 1 is 0. So I cannot use those 2 numbers. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by the LCD, which is easy, x plus 1. They're all unique. So the x's cancel, it'd be x plus 1, plus the x plus 1's cancel, it'd be x. Both cancel, so it's 5. So I'm going to subtract the 1, combine the x's, divide by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. It's not part of the undefined, so I can use it. This one, factor up, x plus 1, x minus 1. I'm sorry, that's 2. I thought that was a 1. Now I'm looking at it. I'm wrong. So it's x plus 2, x minus 2. So multiply both sides by the LCD. And we also have to find our undefined. So it'd be plus or minus 2. Now notice on the test, this is like a 4-point problem. So not huge points like normal. So x plus 2, x minus 2. So it'd be 6 times x minus 2, because the x plus 2's cancel, plus 5 times x plus 2 equals, they both cancel, both terms, so it'd be 12x. So you'd have 6x minus 12 plus 5x plus 10 equals 12x. So this is 11x minus 2 equals 12x. So I'm going to subtract 11x. Now, this is part of my undefined, so therefore I cannot use it. Since it's my only answer, it'd be no reals. Hey, we just covered 3 topics. What, we spent like 8 days on this during the school year? Did it in 7 minutes on the review. Hey, more videos will be coming soon. Bye-bye.